Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia. Let's talk books. And today I have for you today a review for the last book in my Reading the French Classics series for 2019. Don't worry, I will be continuing reading the French classics in 2020, but more on that in the next video because today I want to talk about The Perfect Nanny by Leila Slimani. She is a French journalist and author, originally from Morocco, I believe. And this story was really fascinating because the premise is that a nanny kills her charges. She kills the two children that she has been taking care of. The story begins with that. This is not a spoiler, it's in the back, and literally the first few pages of the book begin with the murder of the children. The nanny is suspected. I believe she killed the children, but the rest of the book is not about that. The book ended up being a slice of life story about this couple who hires the nanny and like the life of the nanny, the life of this couple here. And I usually prefer plot-driven books rather than character study books, and this was one of those exceptions where I just really enjoyed it. I think because it dealt with a lot of really important themes that I like dissecting and delving into. So one of those themes is motherhood, especially. At least for me, it spoke a lot about motherhood and parenthood more in general. When we get into the couple, we go into their decision to have children and what their life is like with the first daughter they have, how that changes them, their life. Then they make the decision to have a second child, and then how they make the decision to hire a nanny. And that was all felt really real and very introspective. I felt really introspective, because you're really going into not just the highlights of what motherhood and parenthood is like, but the everyday, like what the mundane of being a parent can sometimes be like. So I really enjoyed that. Race does play a prominent role here, although I feel like for a lot of readers, it's gonna fly under the radar. Miriam, so the mother, the mother of the two children, is French Moroccan. She is a lawyer. She's had this career before she had children. She put that career on hold when she chose to have children, but now wants to go back into it, has the opportunity to go back into it, and that kind of plays a role in hiring the nanny. But when they set out to look for nannies, race plays a really important role in who they want to hire. I'll just leave it like that because I think there's a lot to dissect there, but I don't want to give too many spoilers there. But I do think race kept playing a role over and over again. But it is done more subtly, and you have to kind of be looking for that, I think, in order to catch a lot of that. Class plays a really important role in the story. The nanny, Louise, is poor. She's a working class woman. Her husband passed away, left her with a ton of debt that she just she doesn't know what to do with. She doesn't have any kind of handle on her finances. She loves her job, but she lives in a studio apartment that she needed help getting, that she could barely pay the rent for, and she's struggling with a lot of different things. Gender, though, is the theme that most jumped out to me, especially having recently done a unit reading Simone de Beauvoir with actually several classes this last semester. So I had just read sections of The Second Sex, in which Simone de Beauvoir talks about kind of the female sex as being the second sex, and what that means in terms of motherhood, right? That motherhood limits women from achieving full independence. Even when a woman has a career, if she chooses to have a family, to have children, it pulls her in different directions and in ways in which society makes it really incompatible to do both of those things well, to be both to have a successful career and to be a successful mother becomes really impossible in a modern society. Simone de Beauvoir was writing in the 40s in this book, but in The Second Sex, but it resonates so much to today. I love talking about that section of The Second Sex with classes, and I think this book really spoke to those issues to me that Simone de Beauvoir very clearly articulated in The Second Sex. So I'll leave it at that. I think this is a really good book. I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. And I think that for the right reader who is plot driven, who's looking for stories about parenthood, motherhood, and is okay with kind of the murder element here, you'll really enjoy it. If you're not okay with that, like even though the murder is not playing a big role, like you're not going to see the actual murder in this book. I wanted to make that very clear because I think like if you just read the plot like, oh, it's about the murder of children, you might think that this is a thriller or noir or something like that, and it just is not. Like I think that the premise of the murder is more superficial. That's probably the most superficial theme in the whole book, and if you're looking for that, you're going to be disappointed. If you're looking though for more of a slice of life story that really deals with the themes of gender, class, and race, then I think you will not be disappointed by The Perfect Nanny. So this was a pretty good book to end the series for 2019, and like I said, I do have a video kind of recapping the series in 2019, how I did with those goals and how I plan on kind of what I plan on doing with the series going into 2020. So that will be coming up in a couple of days. Watch out for that. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.